Last night I worked third shift for the first time. That was that was something. uh, so I got there. It was a third shift on a Saturday. I assumed it was going to be terrible. People told me it was going to be terrible. That we'd get slammed and it would just be just awful. But all in all, throughout the whole night, we probably had 30 customers, and that's probably an overestimation because I'm bad at math and I was tired, and it's a little more lax during third shift because nobody's gonna be checking for shit. Like I had my shirt unbuttoned and it was untucked and all that, and we brought in and me and the other grill guy brought in our iPods, and at first we were just listening to them in headphones, but then somebody had left some speakers, some computer speakers that we plugged in, and we jammed out for a while. It was, well, actually the whole night. We while we're working and stuff, we talked about music and philosophy and like just to give you a glimpse of the broadness of the scope of things covered. We went from hot chicks and tits to quantum physics in 45 seconds. It was, man, that was a hell of a ride. So at 4:30, um, the window girl, she's like, "Hey Spencer, there's a couple hot chicks, a couple hot brunettes in this car. You want to hand them their food?" And I was like, "Have you? Yeah." So I hand them their food, and I recognized one of them. I met her like a year ago ish. One of her friends tried to, set me up with her, and I mean, I wasn't awful, but it was like I wasn't. I was preoccupied. Let's leave it at that. I was preoccupied, and not with an. I was preoccupied. So I talked with him, and I figured we'd talk for like 5 minutes, and then she would leave. But I ended up talking with her and her friend for 45 minutes. Like I stood at the window and talked to them for like 15 or 20. They were tipsy. They had been partying and all that, um, and I definitely heard the girl that I hadn't met before. I definitely heard her whisper to Katie, "He's cute," and and she kept looking at me in this way that I was like, she was like, you know, and so after like 20 minutes, this other car showed up. So I told him just to pull forward, and then they got into a parking spot, and I just talked to him for another, 20, 25 minutes, and then they left. I gave them hugs because that's who I am, and that's what I do. I love hugs, and so then when 6 o'clock got there, it was like it was. I was so glad that it was over because it had been a long night. So I drive home, and it was like it was. I was so tired. I'm pretty sure I almost crashed and died multiple times, but obviously I did not. It was purely an almost situation. So I got home at 6 o'clock. I was like, oh God, the sun is up. I went up to my room here, you know, and I laid down. I thought I wouldn't be able to get to sleep. And then I woke up at noonish to this. It was kind of awful, but at least I got 6 hours of sleep. Although I was very late. Apparently, I'm a violent day sleeper because literally everything except for my pillow and my blanket was knocked onto the floor. It's very bright out today. I'm gonna go see Raggedy Andy because she just got in from Chicago. She's been there for probably, well, I don't know. Anyway, she's been gone a long while, and I want to see her and catch up and all that. And so we're gonna have a shindig. And when I was talking to Katie and her friend, I kind of I invited them to this shindig. In my defense, it was 4:30, and they're both pretty, and the one had said the thing, she was like, oh, he's cute. I feel kind of bad, because I feel like Andy wanted it to be just the family, our little close group of friends that we have. Here I am, inviting these two chicks that I think are hot. I don't have a catchphrase, so yeah, just, I don't know, enjoy the view. Ooh, that's good. Ooh. Enjoy the view.